our new three-wheeled friend for the next 2 weeks. It's more like joining a fluid, unpredictable dance that everyone knows the rhythm to except you. Finally getting that true raw image of Sri Lanka, and that's because it's very expensive to own a car here. Piaggio, the company that made the Vespa scooters, there's quite a big difference in price between the different companies, of them constantly breaking down. Love the reaction of the locals when they see us driving a tuk-tuk. My throat is in flames. Wow, I mean, I knew Sri Lanka is famous for its wildlife. Much more beautiful than in the photos. It's so majestic. I mean, you get a haircut like this.
Yes.
Officially the first time I'm standing in a queue on a hiking trail. I cannot tell you just how difficult it was. Rises right out of the jungle. It was a bit too expensive for us. We found this massive rock rising high from the jungle. It's one of the most amazing archaeological sites in the world. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Here from a very busy and loud Colombo. So today we're starting our biggest adventure so far in Sri Lanka. We're going to be taking a tuk-tuk, so something we never thought we would be doing. But
I'm a little bit nervous.
yes, because Mihai is going to be driving it, so we both are a bit nervous. But yes, we're just waiting for our taxi. We have to pick up the tuk-tuk from the city of Negombo. So yes, that was the only option. We couldn't actually pick it up from here in Colombo. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Wish us luck. All right, guys, so here we are. We just picked up our tuk-tuk. We are on our way to Sigiriya, but we will make a stop to give you a full tour. Mihai is still trying to get used to it. How are you feeling, Mihai?
I'm still trying to find the gear.
Yeah? Yeah, it's a bit tricky. And there's a lot of traffic in front of us, so we're just trying to get out of the main town area. And once we do that, we'll give you a more detailed breakdown. So driving in Sri Lanka, it's not just about getting from point A to point B. It's more like joining a fluid, unpredictable dance that everyone knows the rhythm to except you. So it does take a while to get used to it. You do drive on the left-hand side, so British style. That's not a problem for us because we've been living in Australia for a long time. But if you are coming from Europe, it might get tricky at first. There is also a language of horns over here, so you'll constantly hear them. It is not a sign of aggression. At first it may seem like the other drivers are being aggressive, but that's not the case. It's really just to let you know that they are there and really for your own safety. So it's like a language that everyone communicates. There are rules, yes, but it's, you know, the traffic is really organic here. Everyone drives by instinct around here. So it's not rigid. You kind of have to learn the flow. So that's the dance I'm talking about. You know, it's not just by the book. You have to sort of learn to feel that rhythm and communicate with other drivers. And yes, buses do appear to be the boldest here. Everyone overtakes each other. There are no rules about that, even at curbs. You know, you just have to be careful in that regard. But everyone shares the road here, so you have pedestrians, you have other tuk-tuks to worry about, cars, and even elephants. So yes, it's quite an adventure, but you know, so far we're enjoying it, we're having fun, and I'm hoping Mihai is feeling a bit more comfortable now. Yes? You're comfortable?
Yes. It's so funny for me.
Yeah, very fun. What a fun experience. But this is what I've been waiting for the most. We're finally getting that true raw image of Sri Lanka. And you can see just how green it is, such a vibrant green color. You have coconut trees pretty much everywhere. It's very raw, very wild, and I'm in love. What can I say? You'll often see cows resting in the middle of the road. There's dogs trotting calmly, people walking or cycling on the edge of the roads. So yeah, it's full of life. You'll also come across shrines, roadside fruit stands. We've even seen some stalls selling fresh fish. And yeah, it's just a very relaxed vibe of here, even though it feels chaotic, but it's relaxed at the same time. So once you get out of the city, it's a totally different story. And I can even see Mihai is more relaxed now as well.
After half hour, you can drive more relaxed.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I notice here in Sri Lanka is that there aren't actually that many cars on the roads compared to other countries. And that's because it's very expensive to own a car here. In fact, the thing that surprised me the most is that Sri Lanka has some of the highest vehicle taxes in the world, often adding 100 to 300% on top of a car's actual value. So that means that a small car like a Toyota can cost double or even triple what it would cost in many other countries. And because of this, owning a car here is really considered a luxury instead of a basic convenience like what we used to. So many people here rely on public buses, trains. That's why you'll see so many tuk-tuks and motorcycles. So yeah, on top of that, Sri Lanka temporarily banned the import of vehicles in 2020 to protect its foreign currency reserves. And that ban has continued for years. And as a result, used cars have skyrocketed in value. And the streets are filled with all the models being kept alive as long as possible. That's why you don't see a lot of new cars here either. So yes, while the traffic may look chaotic here in Sri Lanka, car ownership is still out of reach for many. And the very few that do own a car, you could pretty much say that they are driving a small fortune. But you know, the tuk-tuks themselves have quite a story. They actually started in Italy back in the 1940s after the war. Piaggio, the company that made the Vespa scooters, designed a three-wheeler called the Ape to carry goods and passengers through the narrow streets. And from there, the idea spread to Asia. They're cheap to run, easy to drive on these winding roads, and have kind of become a symbol of everyday life here. All right, guys, so we just made a stop to show you our new three-wheeled friend for the next 2 weeks. So yes, we booked a tuk-tuk about a month ago before coming to Sri Lanka. It's become a very popular activity and we've been wanting to do it for a very long time. So that's why we wanted to book it in advance to make sure we actually get one because yes, as I said, they are very popular. Now, when it comes to booking a tuk-tuk, yeah, for us, the main thing was reliability. Yes, price was also a factor because there was quite a big difference in price between the different companies. But yes, ultimately, at the end of the day, what we cared about the most is reliability because we've seen so many videos, too many probably, of them constantly breaking down. There's always something going wrong, and that's because the majority of them are just very old or they're just too overused, you know. So we wanted to find something a bit newer, a bit more reliable. So we came across this company on Google. It had excellent reviews. It's a new company too, about 1 year old, I believe. So their tuk-tuks are relatively new. In fact, this one that you see right here is brand new. So we are the very first to be driving it. And in fact, you can still see the covers. We haven't even taken the covers off yet. It's got a lovely blue color, and yes, it's definitely very, very comfortable so far. It's been very fun to drive. So I'll just show you the inside as well. Okay, so you've got the driver's seat here in the front, very spacious with a steering wheel. Now this is a manual tuk-tuk. Was it very similar to a motorbike, Mihai?
Yes and no.
Yes or no?
You need half hour.
So it's a bit tricky. It's not as easy as it looks at first. Then over here in the back, we've got just enough space for two people. And there's even a rack for putting our luggage. Yes, so you can see, even though it's spacious, because we have these large suitcases, we only just about fit them. So yes, that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, we had no choice. Being full-time travelers, we needed them, so we could still fit them. That's the main thing. But yes, I've got plenty of space. I'm not complaining at all. But yes, something to keep in mind if space is something that matters for you, or if you're a family. And we also have these rain covers to protect us from the rain, and obviously the hood protects us from the sun. Now let's talk a little bit about the engine. So this is a 240cc, and we have a fuel capacity of 8 liters, and that gives us about 25 to 30 kilometers. So all in all, we should be able to cover about 200 to 240 kilometers every time we fill up the tank. So this tuk-tuk ended up costing us $16 per day. There was a cheaper option at around $12, but the main difference was the engine size and the fuel efficiency. So for us, as I mentioned earlier, reliability was a main factor because we're traveling full time. We have a tight schedule as well. So we just wanted to decrease the likelihood that we'll end up breaking down somewhere in the middle of the road. That's not to say that it can't or it won't happen. It could still happen, even though the tuk-tuk is new, but it just gives us slightly better chances of avoiding those scenarios. So fingers crossed it all goes well. um, but yes, the $16 was the base price per day. Plus we had to pay an additional $50 for insurance and $35 for the driving license. So here in Sri Lanka, you actually need a special Sri Lankan permit. You can't just use your own a driving license from overseas. The good news is that you can use a car license. You don't need to have a motorbike license from back home, and they take care of it. So yes, so one thing to keep in mind, make sure that they take care of the permit for you. We didn't have to worry about anything, any paperwork. It was all done before we arrived here. We just had to send our driving license, a passport photo, and it was all sorted for us on arrival. Otherwise, you could still come and do it yourself, but it just means that you have to fill in a lot of paperwork. You have to spend a couple of days going to the police and whatnot. So yes, it's just a headache to avoid. So yes, that's one thing to check. Make sure you also have the tuk-tuk fully insured. That's very important as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all. Did I miss anything, Mihai?
Perfect.
Anything else? Yeah, that's the main thing. So uh, we had a very wonderful experience with the rental company that we chose. The owner, is very friendly. He was very professional. He actually gave me a driving lesson before we went out on the road. He just wanted to make sure that we feel comfortable, that we feel safe. He was very patient with us. So it all went so great with him. He pretty much responded within minutes after I went on the website and filled up the form. So he contacted me immediately. We had great communication right from day number one. So that's definitely a big plus for us as well. And yeah, we had a fantastic experience. So I'll leave the website of the company if you want to check them out. This is not sponsored, by the way, at all. We just genuinely had a good experience thus far. Should we run into any problems, obviously we will let you know along our journey. Our journey has only just started today, but yes, so far we've had a fantastic experience, and yes, we can't wait to hit the road. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got plenty of room. Even though we've got large suitcases, that doesn't bother me. Plenty of space. We'll probably end up taking the covers off a bit later on. Are you comfortable in the front?
Yes, I'm so comfortable, enough space.
Yeah. Yes, guys, and I forgot to mention, you actually need an international driver's license. So not just your regular one, but an international one from your home country. So you need your regular driver's license, your international driver's license, and a passport photo, and then the rental company will take care of the rest. And of course, you didn't think I would miss the opportunity to show you the scenery over here. So you can see it's nice and green. It looks like a little farm. We have cows grazing here and the palm trees in the distance. Yes, it's paradise, the real image of Sri Lanka finally. Yes, so as I mentioned earlier, we are making our way to Sigiriya today, and the journey should take us about 4.5 hours. We will be stopping a few times though, so yes, it will probably take us way more than that, probably around 5 or 6 hours to get to our accommodation. But yes, Sri Lankan roads can be quite long. The journey will probably most likely always take you longer than what you expect, and that's because you just always want to stop and have a look what you come across, you know. So yes, so far the journey has been amazing. So we just stopped to fill the tuk-tuk with petrol. Now we were advised that it's best to fill it with 95, but unfortunately we can't seem to find any. We've already been at 4 petrol stations, and yeah, this is all they have, the 92. Now it's about 305 rupees per liter. So we filled up the whole tank, so we'll see how much the total is. Okay, so it ended up costing us 1,400 rupees for 4.5 liters. I just love the reaction of the locals when they see us driving a tuk-tuk. Everyone smiles at us, they wave at us. I guess it's not every day that they get to see a foreigner driving a tuk-tuk, so it must be an unusual sight for them. But yes, so far everyone's been so warm with us, so welcoming. Yeah, we love the people of Sri Lanka. Everyone's so kind here. All right, guys, so we've stopped at one of the fruit stands. There's so many along the way, and this one here has some lovely fresh rambutan. I've seen a few others there, so we'll make a stop over there as well. But we just decided to get some rambutan first. They look very fresh.
It's very cheap.
Yeah, how much is it?
100.
Okay, so 14 pieces for 100 rupees. Yeah, very affordable.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, so over here they have mangosteen, so I think we'll grab some as well. Mihai loves mangosteen, so here they look nice and fresh as well. I think we'll grab a few. Okay. Thank you very much.
You happy now?
Yes, very happy. So it was 100 rupees for the rambutan and 600 for the mangosteen. And Mihai's just gone down to get us a fresh coconut. It's so hot outside. We are getting a fresh breeze when we drive in the tuk-tuk, so that's nice. But as soon as you step outside, yeah, it just hits you. The sun is so strong. So yes, a coconut would be lovely right now. So refreshing. So yeah, I can see him coming now.
Coconut is here.
Yes, nice and sweet. Just what I needed today.
You look so happy now.
Yes, I'm a happy girl, and my entire image of Sri Lanka will be complete when I see a beach, a real Sri Lankan beach, you know, drinking a coconut on a beach. But I'm happy for now, still. Nice and refreshing. Alright guys, so we decided to stop and have something to eat. We have about an hour to go to our accommodation, and we've just come to this restaurant along the way. And we ordered our meals, but I just want to show you the view. We have this corn farm over here, and it's absolutely beautiful. Just have a look how green it is. And we have these banana trees in the front. Wow, so lush and green. Just what I love.
You hungry?
I'm a bit hungry. I'm not the hungriest. I think I got really excited from hitting the road. You know, the adventure, the adrenaline is up high from the tuk-tuk. So I can't say that I'm that hungry, but we have to eat something. It's already what, 4:30. So yeah, by the time we get to our accommodation, we settle in, it's just gonna be too late. So yeah, that's why we decided to stop now. Okay, so we've received some complimentary drinks, and it's supposed to increase your appetite. It's called rasam, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And yeah, it's actually warm, to my surprise. It's not cold, but it contains garlic, ginger, turmeric, and something else, a mix of spices, I believe. So yes, let's try it. Hmm. Interesting, yeah. I can feel the spice. It is a bit spicy. It's the first time I'm drinking something spicy. You normally eat spicy stuff, but drinking spicy stuff? Hmm, interesting. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, my throat is in flames. Okay, yeah, it's pretty strong, but given what it contains, it does appear to be quite healthy for you. So yeah, interesting. And they've also brought out some chips over here, again as a small appetizer. Yeah, these ones aren't spicy. They're good. Try them. They're not spicy. Yeah, very similar to potato chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so our meals have arrived. Very fancy looking, I must admit. So I went for a traditional Sri Lankan meal. It's called kotu roti, and it's basically this chopped up roti bread. So like a flat bread, stir fried with egg and some vegetables. You can have it with chicken as well or seafood, but I just chose the vegetarian option this time. Okay, so let's give it a try. It also came with a salad over here, I can see. And yeah, let's see. Hmm, it's really good. Hmm. It's not spicy. We did specifically ask them not to make it spicy though. Um, but yes, it's full of flavor. I can feel this char taste. Yeah, the vegetables are nice and crisp. It's like pita bread, you know, the Greek pita bread or the Turkish one. Very similar, but except this one is chopped up. And when it's mixed like that, it kind of gives you an impression that you're eating some kind of pasta, but very delicious. I'll try the salad too. Nice and fresh. Very good. Right, so Mihai went with some stir-fried chicken with vegetables and some steamed rice.
Because I'm man, I need more protein.
Is it good? It looks delicious. Once again, very
No
fancy.
spicy. This is good.
Good, yeah. Yeah, we did specifically ask for not spicy, but yeah, it looks really nice.
Nice and crunchy.
Good. Happy
I'm
with
so
your
happy.
choice?
Yeah, very nice.
All right, guys, so we are back on our way to Sigiriya. Those meals were delicious and they ended up costing us 4,970 rupees. So, meaning two main meals and two bottles of water. So, yeah, I did say that we have about another hour to go, but given that we're only driving at around 40, 50 kilometers per hour, it may actually take longer than that. So, yes, the GPS is showing us the car route, so I'm assuming it might take longer now. And it is getting dark, so it's already well, close to sunset time. So I hope we don't drive in the dark. Hopefully, we can make it in time. Alright guys, so we were just on our way and we spotted a field full of peacocks. Would you believe it? Wow, they're huge and they're very colorful. I don't want to frighten them, so I'm not gonna get too close. But hopefully Mihai can capture them better on his camera. But there was so many of them. Wow, I mean, I knew Sri Lanka is famous for its wildlife, but to see a peacock in the wild on our very first day, wow, yeah, that's very special to me. Just look at how beautiful they are, that color. Now it turns out that this is the Indian peafowl, and it's the only peacock species found here in Sri Lanka. And obviously the males are the ones famous for their iridescent blue-green tail. And what's interesting is that in rural areas like here, farmers consider them natural pest controllers because they eat harmful insects. It also turns out that they can run up to 16 kilometers per hour and even fly short distances despite their large tail. Now, I highly doubt we'll get to our accommodation before sunset. We have about another half an hour to go, so I guess we'll just watch the sunset from here. Alright guys, so we've just arrived. This is our room. Now the first thing, I can feel the smell, a very pleasant smell, very nice and fresh. So we have small bedside table over here. They've also provided us with a bottle of water. A large bed over here with towels. Small vanity area with a mirror. Place to put our luggage. And then over here we have the bathroom. Oh, okay, so it's quite large, very spacious. Also looks nice and clean. Yeah, spotless. Very clean. And yeah, as I said, very pleasant smell in the room. Really nice. Yeah, so it's not a big room, but very clean and it looks very comfortable. And we also have an air conditioner. Yeah, so a lovely little guest house. We're staying for 3 nights and we're paying $20 per night. And that's with breakfast included, believe it or not. So yeah, very good price. And we've met the family. They're so nice and welcoming. They welcomed us with some fresh juices. And yeah, what can I say? They're very kind and warm. So we've had a fantastic day so far. It's been amazing driving around Sri Lanka. What a dream, what a beautiful country. Wow. But we are exhausted, so I think we are gonna call it a day, get some rest, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, so it is the next day, or the next afternoon to be precise. We spent the first half of the day just resting. We were so tired from yesterday, but we had an amazing breakfast. Our host just put on a whole feast for us. You could barely fit it on the table. I'll leave some footage to show you. But yes, it was delicious and yeah, a lot of food, probably too much food. But right now we are heading to do the hike to Pidurangala rock. So we're hoping to do the hike just in time for sunset. It is quite popular either at sunrise or sunset, but we were just too exhausted to get up this morning. But before we do that, I'll just show you the outside of our accommodation. So we have a lovely garden over here. We have a sitting area as well. And then this is the garden. You can see our little tuk-tuk over there. And you can see just how green it is. Very green and very peaceful as well. The sound of birds is pretty much all you hear, to be honest. There's barely any traffic around here. Not that many people either. And even though Sigiriya itself is very touristy, our accommodation is located in a very quiet location. So it really feels very secluded and you're just surrounded by nature. So we were just on our way to the Pidurangala rock to start our hike and we came across this view. Just have a look at that. Our first encounter of the Lion Rock. Wow, it's so big, much bigger in real life than in the camera even and in the pictures. So Somehow I imagined it to be smaller, but yes, when you see it in real life, it's much more beautiful than in the photos. It's so majestic. And there's a whole lot of monkeys here too. But I have to say, these ones look very different to the ones we've seen so far. We haven't seen this type before, and it kind of looks like they have this funny haircut. They do look cheeky though, just like the ones in Malaysia and Bali and Thailand. So I'm not quite sure if they're friendly or not, but yes, they're very cute still. But yes, I love their hairstyle.
Looks amazing. Much bigger in real life.
Yes, and much more beautiful, I think, than in the photos, right?
Yes.
And another thing that surprised me is just how red the soil is here. Have a look at that color. Super red, super intense. It looks brownish in the camera, but in real life, yes, it's a very, very vibrant red. All right, so we made it to the entrance and we had to buy tickets here. It was 1,000 rupees per person. So the hike itself should take us about 30 to 40 minutes. I have heard that it is sketchy in some parts. The last part, most likely, is the most difficult one. So we'll see how we go. See if it's harder than some of the previous ones we've done. And once again, we see monkeys here. Yes, they do look very different to the ones we've seen before. You can see them up close now. And there's another group right here. Yes, they're very
Like
playful.
the haircut.
Yeah, the haircut is so funny. The hairstyle. Yeah, these monkeys are cool.
You can do them for me as well.
Yeah, next time you get a haircut like this.
Yes.
Now, this trail actually passes through a Buddhist temple, and because of that, you have to have your knees covered. So they do provide sarongs. So yes, everyone has to wear them. But yes, the path itself is quite adventurous. Yes, very strong.
You can't move.
Need more muscles. Yes, you see all these interesting rock formations along the way.
Exercise.
Yeah, I'm already exhausted.
It's very good after tuk-tuk.
Yeah, and we're not even halfway up yet. But you can see it's a beautiful forest setting and very quiet, but there are a lot of people on the trail. Lots of people. Yeah, so it's pretty uneven. Uh, there were no flat parts at all. Very sketchy.
I can feel every kilo on my bike.
Yes, it's not as easy as we thought.
Yes.
Bit challenging, but
I think it's easy if you go more slowly.
yeah, you do need to take your time. Don't rush, given how uneven it is. Yeah, just take your time and bring good shoes too. And also plenty of water. So it seems like we've done much more difficult hikes before, but somehow I'm already exhausted. I don't know why. Okay, we've got the first views opening up from here. Wow, it's already stunning. And we're not even there yet. As you can probably notice, the huge crowds. There's a crowd in front of me and another huge crowd behind me. So yes, a very popular spot. Okay, so it turns out there's an entire line here to climb to the top. Something we did not expect. And it looks like it's absolutely huge. Okay, so this is officially the first time I'm standing in a queue on a hiking trail. It's insane. And the worst part is that the line doesn't appear to be moving at all. We've already been here for 5 minutes and nothing's happening. So who knows how long we'll be stuck here. Alright guys, so we made it, but I cannot tell you just how difficult it was. There was so many people. We waited for about an hour in the queue and the path was really narrow. Yeah, it was just tough. At one point I was really contemplating on turning back because yeah, it looked like we were never gonna get out of there. But yes, we're finally here. I'll show you the view. And yeah, you tell me, was it worth it? Here it is. Here's the Lion Rock. And it looks like we're not going to get a sunset. It's very cloudy at this point, but it's still very beautiful. And yeah, you can see it's just surrounded by this carpet of green. Wow. It's as if it just rises right out of the jungle, you know, it's a single rock. And you don't see anything else for miles, you know. Spectacular. Yeah, you really get a sense of just how massive and majestic it is when you see it from this angle. Yes, it's truly impressive. It was worth it after all. We were planning on going to Sigiriya itself, so to climb the actual Lion Rock, but yeah, it just was a bit too expensive for us. The ticket price was around 35 US dollars per person. So yeah, a bit out of our budget. We couldn't really justify it this time around. So hopefully next time we come to Sri Lanka, we'll actually go and see it up close. But for now, I think the view you're getting from up here, it's unbeatable. I mean, you really get the best angle of it anyway. So yeah, I do recommend you do come and see it. Do make the effort, but do come early or try your luck at sunrise. I highly doubt it's like this at sunrise. Did you get some good shots? Yes. Wow, looks amazing.
It's a little bit windy.
Yeah, it is quite windy this evening. Oh wow, yes, you'll see the shots in the vlog. But we are so lucky we only just got our drone permit today. Uh, we waited for so long. It was quite a lengthy process. It wasn't free either. I think we had to pay about 16,000 rupees to get it as well. So we had to get all of these clearances from the Civil Aviation Authority, from the Ministry of Defense. So yeah, quite a process. So if you are a drone pilot, if you enjoy flying your drone, it is something to consider when you come to Sri Lanka. You do need a permit to operate a drone. And yes, once you get the all clear, it's obviously easy. But yes, we did have to wait for quite some time. I think we applied about 3 weeks ago, and only today we got the response back. So yeah, something I thought I would mention. Yeah, you can see it's full of people. The actual rock is massive, but yes, a lot of people. You can see we get this stunning panoramic view all around. So it's just out of this world. But Sigiriya itself does have quite a fascinating story. Imagine a king who had to run for his life. About 1500 years ago, there was a powerful ruler named King Kasyapa. He took the throne by force after a family betrayal. He overthrew his own father and feared his brother wanted to take the kingdom back. So, to protect himself, he decided to build the ultimate fortress. He found this massive rock rising high from the jungle, a perfect spot to defend from enemies. And because the rock looked like a giant lion, he called it the Lion Rock or Sigiriya. And to get inside his palace, you actually had to walk through a giant lion's mouth. Sadly, only the lion's paws actually remain today, so there was a lion head, but it fell off. And King Kasyapa turned Sigiriya into a royal palace in the sky, complete with stunning gardens. It had beautiful frescoes of women painted on the rock walls, and even a mirror wall so polished the king could see himself while walking by. But his reign didn't last long. After 18 years, his brother defeated him and Sigiriya was abandoned as a palace. And then later, Buddhist monks made it their home, meditating in the caves around the rock. Today, Sigiriya is one of the most amazing archaeological sites in the world, a symbol of power, creativity, and survival. And some even call it the eighth wonder of the world. Yes, I just keep working and it just goes on and on. It's absolutely massive, this rock. So you can actually find a quiet spot, even though there's a lot of people, there's plenty of room for everyone here. So yes, I did manage to find a quiet spot just for myself, away from those crowds. Yeah, it's another level when it all becomes quiet and everything just becomes so still. Wow, you can see quite a few lakes as well, and a mountain all the way down there in the distance. But I can't see the lion rock anymore, that's the only issue. So yes, you can see everyone's sitting on the other side where the rock is, but it's still nice to come down here as well and have a look. You still get a panoramic view of the island. And yeah, what can I say, when you come to places like this, sometimes words aren't needed, you're just speechless, and maybe that's the way it should be. All right, guys, so we just made our way back down. It probably took us another hour. The line was just humongous. It was
not easy.
huge. Yes, you do need to be in good shape. It was even harder descending than going up. It was very slippery and there was quite a lot of rock climbing. So yes, something to consider if you come here. I'm wondering if it's the same at sunrise, because yeah, sunset was just...
I asked the boys. He said it's the same.
Oh, the workers here?
Yeah. He
Okay.
said it's the same in the morning.
Oh, wow. So yes, maybe it's something you have to put up with. There's no way around it.
You need to come at lunchtime, but you have the sun.
Yes, you don't get that light, that magical light that you get in the morning or in the evening. Even though we didn't have the sunset, but yes, if you
No.
come during the day, the light is very harsh. But at least you don't get those lines, I'm assuming. So yes, something to consider if you come. It is quite treacherous. You do need to be aware of that. But it is something that you have to do if you come to Sigiriya. The views are just unbeatable. It was very adventurous, that's for sure. But yes, I think it's time to end this vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.